Right. Now, after that, you start going to the corners and begging for change and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah. But because I had a Chinese store at the corner of my grandma's block. So I used to go up there sometimes, ask people for a little change and shit to try to get something. I had to feed my little sisters too. You know what I mean? It was embarrassing at first. Like, I mean, it used to be embarrassing, but then you get used to it. Then I just start doing anything to just get money. I mean, so it was kind of like you basically forced to be how you gonna become. You know what I mean? All that being good shit ain't even an option for real. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how that shit went. You know what I mean?
And one day you had a cap gun?
Yeah, but when I did my first robbery, it was funny because me and my friends, we had stole some cap guns. You ain't got the orange tip. We took the orange tips out. We chasing each other with them, right? So one day I was about to go to my grandma's house and she locked me out. I wasn't really used to her locking me out at this time, so I was sitting on the steps crying. And I just got up and it started raining, so I got up and started walking. And I had the little cap gun in my hand. And some old man seen me like, wait, son, wait. I'm like, fuck you talking about? I mean, but I see he thought I had a gun. So he had 2 bags of groceries and shit. I'm like, put it down. I took the little groceries, some of the groceries, and took his ring. He had like a ring with an Indian head on it. Like, man, took that shit, ran. I had the ring for like about a while because I didn't even think it was real. I just had it playing around with him. My man said, I think that's real. So I ended up selling it about a couple weeks later. You know what I mean? Got like I think $400 or something like that for it.
And you said all you wanted was $40 for it.
I would anything. They could have gave me $10 for this shit. I mean, you gotta figure when you try to just buy food was cheaper then too. You know, rice and gravy 80 cents, 4 wings $1. You know what I mean? Like so, like I'm shit. $40 lasts for a while. You know what I mean? They gave me 400, man. I said shit. And that's when I started. I think I need to do robberies, man. You know what I mean? That became my thing. Like I mean, robberies and shit like that. That's what most of my cases I got locked up for as a youngin' was armed robberies. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, take us through that because as a teen, you know, you're hustling, you're robbing. Take us through some of them robberies. Like
I'm gonna tell you the craziest shit I did one time, right? So I'm at my grandma's house. I'm watching an old-fashioned movie, right? And in this movie, they break inside the jewelry store, right? A pawn shop or some shit. They put a blanket on the wall and sledgehammer their way in, right? You know, I'm a little kid. I'm about 12. I said, damn, let's see if that shit works. My grandma lived a block from Germantown Avenue. So I went in the back of this sneaker store and put the blanket up, did the little sledgehammer. The shit bricks start falling down. I ended up making a small hole I could see in the store. I said, damn, I could see some corny ass sneaks that was in the back. I said, I'm gonna grab these sneaks and I know the alarm gonna go off. I grab the sneaks, the alarm don't go off. I make the hole a little bit bigger. I run in there real quick, grab a couple pair of sneaks, run out, wait for the cops to come. They never come. I end up cleaning the whole store out. That shit, I mean, everybody down my way, you know, I cleaned the whole store out. I mean, so that's what this, matter of fact, Boys in the Hood was in the movie theater. You know what I mean? So they came out with these Air Maxes that was purple, black, and white. I forgot what year they came out, 1990 or 91 or 90. And, so I ended up selling all the sneaks, had like a couple grand, took my man to the movies. Come back, my mom get me locked up. Take my money and shit, you know what I mean?
Your mom got you locked up?
Yeah, my mom got me locked up a couple times. Yeah, she got me locked up and shit. She was getting high, so she had, let me get $20. I'm like, no. She tell the cops, like, yo, this the nigga that robbed the store. He's robbed me for $300. I start running, they catch me.
Your own mom ratted you out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. My mom got me locked up a couple times, like, I mean. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't never like no shit, like, I mean, you know, like, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? And it's so crazy because you got to forgive your mom. You know what I mean? But it's hard to not mess with your mom because you can't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm scared to mess with her, like, I mean, be honest. But I love her, though. You got to love your mom. You know what I mean? Even if they don't love you. You know what I mean? So, but it's like, you know what I mean? So, you know, my son just passed away. My mom ain't called me. You know what I mean? See, you know what I mean? So, but I think she don't know what to say to me. I think it's probably like guilt or something. Like, I mean, she probably don't know, you know what I mean? So, I mean, but at the end of the day, I just keep it rolling. That's why losing my son affected me so much. You know what I mean? Because he like my family. Like, he like my whole family. It rolled in one. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, but you know what's so crazy though? Those times make you appreciate the times I had that was coming up. I had no idea my life was going to change how it would change. So just imagine you take a person shot 9 times in 97, rap for Jay-Z in 99 and get a record deal. Like, that shit is like a movie. That's the movies. I mean, like the niggas that be rapping and saying all the rap shit now, they be lying. The shit I'm talking about, this shit was for real. Like, I mean, it wasn't, you know how Philly is.